Also, I don't know if either of you have seen my recent additions to Vegas Bears movie Madness.
I've seen one of them.
Okay. Well, yesterday I just put. Okay, for this one, I'm not saying shit. If you like ridiculous watching, watch RRR.
Ridiculous action.
This is like Devil May Cry levels of action, like
Okay.
ridiculous level bullshit. This man, one of these men grabs a tire, a full motorcycle that was flying at him, grabs it and starts swinging it around like fucking Dante.
Let's be honest. The law of motion is very nice, very funny. Anyway, I don't like. How do you have your PC set up?
uh,
Like, is it monitor then tower on desk or under desk?
Monitor is on top of desk. Tower is next to desk because there's nowhere to put it under.
Okay.
And the way I have the monitor position is so that everything that's like coming from the monitor can just easily be like plugged into the desktop.
Okay. Because I'm just trying to gauge how long one of the chords would be. Because one of them, because one of the ones I'm looking at is a camera that I do use. That is actually a bit good
Okay.
and actually really easy to just kind of set up. So I could just buy that again because I know how long it would be. Also, it has an adjustable light thing
Yay.
and a microphone, but you can turn that off. So
Okay.
and also it autofocuses.
Ooh.
And so you won't have to worry about your face being out of focus for God knows how long. Oh, there you go. Oh, I was on eraser mode. I didn't mean to be on eraser mode. Ah,
Erase
but
that mode out.
but yeah, I might just get you the camera that I got because it's one cheap and two it very good for
Thank
the
thank
price it is.
thank you, Web.
Yeah.
Taro, you better treat her right, or I swear to God, I'm gonna throat punch you.
Um, uh, there's no there's no worries there.
This person was nice to me, and if you are not nice to her, I will hurt you.
There's something that happened this morning. I won't get into it, but it was something.
What?
What? What do you mean? Oh,
when
are
we
you
were,
talking about? Are you talking about? Oh, yeah, yeah.
yes, I won't get into it, but it was something.
Don't worry. He treats me nicely. He helped me this morning.
Okay. You
Wish I
can't
could
see it, but
say.
I'm doing the eye motion thing to you, Taro.
Well, I guess you just don't want me to be here, so I guess I'll just leave.
You
Oh, gee,
Bye.
get
jeez. Why does everybody instantly want to just be like protect this one when quite
because
literally I'm existing
because you're nice and you helped.
because it feels good to help people.
It does. Taro, you better still be here, or I swear to God.
He's still here, at least in call.
Good. All right. Where is that damn cat?
Not you, hun. I thought you were a dog.
I'm a chimera.
Hold up. When was this lore dropped?
He met a guy named Shao Tucker.
No,
Mmm. You did this to yourself, hun.
no, you're the chimera.
Hey, you said Chimera.
Bear, Revice.
Huh?
There's a movie writer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Uh, we
Hello.
we entered an ad break, but whatever.
Pew.
We are back to our regular scheduled Twitch schedule.
Well, Bear's back. I'm not completely back.
Um, I'm here as always with Taro and Webb.
Hello. To the subscribe people.
Please subscribe. I'm broke. I'm dirt poor.
That's why you have friends like me.
Here's what you do there. Here's what you do. You become friends with Ty.
Wait, what?
What?
You become friends with Taya.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, because apparently he's the richest man in the world.
He really just went, I'll take your entire stuff.
Yeah, for those wondering, we watched. Well, they were watching. I just showed up. Um, they were watching. They were. Boom Boonger, episode 1. Red Ranger bought an entire store. Anyway,
Yes.
we're live with NieR Replicant today. There's no sign of the Mekumon.
Nor in a Jerry, unfortunately.
Fuck!
Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh no.
You just realized something there.
What?
So, remind me, how many boys are in Buncher?
4?
And how many, uh, girls are in Buncher so far?
1?
How many, how many boys are typically in the Bear Cave VC?
4?
And currently, how many girls are there?
One.
There you go.
So you're saying we're a Sentai team? You're
I'm
saying
We've been
Lucas.
one.
you're saying we're a bog standard Sentai team?
Basically.
We've been one. Let's be real.
I was more trying to land on the fact that we're uh basically Boom Booger. Dibs on Boon Red.
Anyway, we are back with NieR Replicant. Last time we played this, which was like 2 weeks ago,
Indubitably.
we got some we did the DLC, which I mean it's not DLC anymore, but it was DLC for the game when it first came out. And we ended up playing as Papa NieR, which was really fucking weird.
We entered the door of truth.
We also got the Fool's weapons.
Which pool? P3, P4, or P5?
Oh my, okay, hold on. Going by the sword, and the spear,
P3.
and the axe, or long sword, two-handed weapon, whatever. I think the Fool is supposed to be Kine. Or Kime. From Drakengard 1. Because all these weapons are designed after his dragon Angelus.
Angelus.
Speaking of the pool, where I found out something recently.
Oh?
It's canon. It's in the canon. Elizabeth has her own arcana now.
Oh.
The Fool.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, okay. Alright, weapons checklist time. Gotta make sure I have everything. Nameless Blade. Check. Lily Leaf Sword. Check. Nirvana Dagger. Check. Moonrise. Check. Rebirth. Check. Earthworm's Claw. Check. Blade of Treachery. Check. Beastbane. Check. Faith. Check. Alright, that's all the part 1 weapons. Ancient Overlord. Check. What's the next one-handed one? Phoenix Dagger. Check. Labyrinth's Whisper. Check. Fool's Embrace. Check. Okay, so this is two-handed. Wait a minute, hold on. Just
They'll
gotta
be right back.
make sure I'm not missing anything. Iron Pipe. Oh, we can unlock that automatically. That's fine. All right, Kusanagi. Check. Axe of Beheading. Check. Fang of the Twins. Check. Vile Axe. Check. Beast Lord. Check. Iron Will. Check. Phoenix Sword. Check. Labyrinth Song. Check. Fool's Lament. Check. Transience, that's Spear. Check. Spear of the Usurper. Check. The Devil Queen. Check. Sunrise. Check. The Beast Curse. Check. Captain's Holy Spear. Check. Dragoon Lance. Check. Phoenix Spear. Check. Labyrinth Shout. Check. Fool's Accord. Check. So I'm only missing one. That should be the iron pipe. So we're good. So, what were we doing again?
Yes.
Oh well.
Hey.
Oh,
I've been here.
hi. I kind of thought you'd never talk to us again.
Oh, wait, what?
I've been here.
Yeah, I think you were with us when we played NieR the first
No.
time.
No,
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah.
The NieR game itself.
But look, why don't you go talk to...
I'm headed there. Oh, and Devil,
NieR chat.
Yeah?
sorry about yesterday.
You don't need to apologize. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry.
All right.
Man has parkour for days.
Yep.
Oh boy, doesn't this area look familiar?
I remember fighting a bunch of shit in here.
No, anyone wants to fight that.
And here we have
What is
the
purpose of
bosses.
this? Beats me.
Now, since we are at the beginning of, since we're back at the beginning of part 2, specifically when we saved Kaine, most of these
What's
shelves
that?
are empty.
It resembles the shade we saw.
We saw this cube back in the Baron Temple.
Perhaps the Prince of Facade gave it to Pope.
This looks like Emil's sister.
An exquisite piece of work.
So these are basically trophies of like all the bosses that we've beaten. But unfortunately, because we're starting over because of time shenanigans and ending shenanigans. Yeah, most of those are empty.
Popola?
Oh,
Look, I want to apologize for
stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
The temple where I was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems...
Oh, it was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So, take a boat.
A boat?
Yes. The canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected. What with the ship. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance. The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. All right.
And for the love of everything, be careful.
All right.
The path above the entrance to the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Yeah, but if you do that, you skip leg day.
Pushed.
What?
They're talking about
Just
how
the
they won't need to
person I
run
wanted to
everywhere
see.
anymore.
What's up?
Our water wheel is on its last legs. I'd like to shore it up.
This is a wise thought on your part. That wheel is a machine of not insignificant age.
I suppose we'd all be in trouble if it broke. So,
Replacing the axle and the paddle boards should suffice for now. I believe the straight...
all right.
Thank you. And what?
I don't know why I did this, because I'm pretty sure I already did this quest in Route A.
What's the quest again?
I have to get parts for the water wheel.
You did this.
Yeah.
Hey, look who it is! Remember me?
It's the Red Bag Man.
That red bag. By my pages, you're the slovenly half of that couple who refused to stop arguing.
Hey, it's been a while.
The red
Sure
bag
has.
man
I've been in charge of this
was
canal since we last talked.
existence of the blue satchel boy.
Apparently I did a pretty good job with it because they decided to make me the permanent ferryman.
Oh yeah, huh? Congrats.
Yes.
When is David's birthday?
It is in May.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what day.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
gosh.
I don't want to ask her, because I don't want to, make it seem like I don't remember, but I might have to ask her.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Will I be allowed to play the horns?
The
Well, if you-
horns.
Yeah.
What horns?
These ones.
Oh. No, because it's May 15th.
Ah,
Hey!
okay. We'll keep that in mind.
I kept it. Okay, so wait, we're live. I can't say this.
After stream. After stream.
Basically, I had
Still, it's not all
I
peas
had
and
a
unicorns. The old ball and
source
chain is always harping on me now
that allowed
about
me
how
to
much
see
I
when her
work.
birthday was.
Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let.
Well, that's the worst.
Don't,
Here.
don't.
Come on. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh there!
Alright.
Oh my gosh, that's so small. What the hell?
The Lost Shrine's up ahead, just past this cave.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make haste.
I have it in mind of I see you, Emil. It's about to rain over here.
Oh dear.
Oh right, I forgot. In Path B, you can understand. Well, you, the player, can understand the shades.
She's just upset because Hansel's disappeared.
Is it Hansel or Hansel?
I've heard both.
Hold on, let me just go ask the witch hunters real quick.
What?
Not
There's
that
a
witch
movie.
hunters.
There's a movie, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters.
Oh.
It's just, it's basically just, their witch killing career triggered the day they threw that first,
The first switch into the oven.
yeah. It has real unique ways of, they have real unique ways of slaughter though too. Personal favorite? They had a very thin wire wrapped around trees like a spider web,
Mm-hmm.
and had witches who were witches were chasing them. They ran towards the spider web, but at the last second would slide underneath or move out of the way.
And the
Causing
witches
the
would just slam into the,
Yes.
and then just get cut.
Yes. They become witch meat.
Oh, which witch?
Yeah, shotgun? Yes, shotgun. You heard me correctly. But here's how they
Ain't you
store it.
excited, sunshine? We
The
finally
barrel
get to
will
bathe
fold
in blood.
up into 4 separate pieces.
Don't talk to me.
I want to kill so bad I can
So you
barely
just
stand
stick
it.
into their bag and be done with it.
So I forgot, on top of hearing shades, we can also hear Tyrion, the shade that is possessing Kyrie. It's a spear type weapon, but it looks like a broom, but it's actually spikes. See? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. No, because that was the entire point of the project. I don't know how much you remember from Route A, but we found out that we're not actually human. We are cloned bodies called replicants. Go back to your velvet room.
Although, I wish I could go to a velvet room, actually.
Actually, thinking about it, what would your velvet room look like?
Let's see. Oh, right there.
Because the velvet room always seems to look different depending on who is there and what the scenario is. Because for the P3 Pro Tag, it was it was an elevator because he was climbing all the way to the top of Tartarus.
It was P4 Protex a limo.
It was driving through the fog.
You know what, fair. Also, I just realized it's a limo. Celebrities use limos. They also go in the P4 gang go into a TV.
Where the shadows act like celebrities.
Oh my god. How did I not realize this sooner?
To be fair, I didn't even realize it.
P5. Well, there's no point trying to describe P5.
It's a prison.
Yeah.
This is all too easy.
I don't know what P6 is.
Oh, Considering that we know it takes place in a high school, maybe a gym. Or the counselor's office.
Yeah, thanks for that mysterious leaker telling us that it's in a high school. It's not like we didn't already know.
Telling us it takes place in a high school is like telling us the grass is green. Spoiler alert. We know!
Honestly, I kind of hope it's like in more of a countryside.
So, like P4?
Yeah. Because, like, if it's gonna be green, why not have it in the countryside? Where you actually get to see grass and stuff.
I want it to be green so we can have Cthulhu.
They keep the persona quiet, the main persona quiet. Like, no one knows what it's gonna be, and all of a sudden, hey, Megamon!
I guess Mechamon's Cthulhu.
Hi, Megamon.
Oh God, what did I do this time?
Oh, no, nothing. We were talking about Persona 6.
We were talking about Persona 6, and just as I was saying, come, Cthulhu, you joined.
I gotta learn to wait a few minutes longer when I intend to join in.
You doing okay, Megamon?
One, I'm only recently awake, and two, one of the first things I did was turn on the PS5 to see if I could, jump it into Gundam Battle Operation 2, get my daily whatevers. Except, I've had this problem ever since yesterday, and it's been sporadically happening since I got the thing. Have you ever had moments where the controller, even when it turns on, doesn't connect to the console?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine turning the console on and it consistently refuses to connect to the controller no matter what you do, including using the reset button on the controller.
See, this is why I always turn it on with the controller.
I've done that. Still has its result.
Fuck.
That kind of sounds to me like someone used the controller, but then again, who would be able to if it's in your room?
Like, I had issues pairing the controller with the thing when I was first setting it up, and it was supposed to be brand new. This console, I feel like it hates me. Either that or it thinks that working properly for actually rectangular consoles. The such and such is for squares joke. And it's still doing it. Turned it on with the controller, and it's still doing it.
Which hole does the square peg go into? That's right, the square hole. Now, which hole does the rectangle peg go into? That's right, the square hole.
Which hole does the
Why are you mashing it into the triangle? What are you doing? Stop! Stop! This doesn't make any sense!
Apparently, that guy released another video where he did it correctly, and like everyone was just cheering.
Woo, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
No, because like everyone thought he was gonna like screw it, like mess with everyone again. But then he was like, "Nah, I'm doing it right this time," and everyone was like, "Oh, thank God!"
Like, that sounds like how Stampy would usually mess up adding Santa Claus to his love
It's
guy.
still doing it. Put on the PlayStation from the controller. And the screen says, press the PlayStation button on your controller. Being the one that's currently on, and I am repeatedly pressing the button on and getting no result. This is why I just left it off for basically the entire day yesterday. Went back to my Xbox. I don't have this issue with the Xbox. People keep saying PlayStation's better.
I mean, it generally is.
Generally, with the graphics. The controller.
I mean, this is the first time I've heard of any like, controller problems with PS5.
Apparently, there are enough issues with the controller drift and disconnection that there's Google questions for them.
Wait, hold on. Do you have a charging cable for your PS5 controller?
Yes. And I basically always have the controller plugged into the console.
Have you tried? Have you tried turning it on without it plugged in?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna do this.
Where you're going with this, Bear?
Because it was either gonna be plug it in and then turn it on, or unplug it and turn it on.
I mean, I do the same as Makeman. I generally leave the controller plugged in. I've never experienced this myself, to be honest, though. I just keep, I don't know, damaged controller? Got damage on the way somehow?
Considering how long it took to get here? Yeah, maybe. It was wrapped in bubble wrap the entire way, and I'm still confused.
Bubble wrap? Mine came in supportive cardboard.
What I mean is, the friend who sent it to me had everything wrapped in bubble wrap. It wasn't even in its original box. Which, that makes me raise a brow now.
Yeah, you should probably ask him some questions.
Which friend is it?
The one we never shut up about.
I had a name.
What the fuck?
Oh. Okay, I can't go through.
What was the point then of having a puzzle to begin with?
I don't know.
I feel like there was.
Maybe if I go through here. So yeah, Megumon, now that we're on Route B, we can understand what some of the shades are saying. So this is gonna get more depressing.
Hooray.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't like you. That's that noise.
Because remember, NieR had a
Kaine, Emil,
like
look, from now on, I'm going to sleep
he had
outside with you.
like
Why?
irrational
I
rage.
can't accept that you aren't
Well,
allowed
not
in the
irrational,
village.
but he had
It's stupid.
nothing but contempt and
So
hate
you're
for the
staging a
Shades.
protest? Fun.
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Well, that's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emil.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold? Besides, I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
Also, let me know how the audio sounds.
On which end?
On Discord and Twitch.
Oh, I've been listening to the stream.
So, on Twitch.
So, a few days ago, I encountered a question on Facebook about what would happen if Xeon won the 1-year war, and while I did see a startling variety of answers, some of my favorites include winning is one thing, maintaining the victory is another. Another one include some others, including myself, said that in the vein of maintaining that victory, they're assuming Shard dies at some point during the war. Their leadership is just going to be too incompetent to maintain itself. They're going to turn into the Earth Federation all over again, and we're going to see a repeat of what started that war in the first place. Repeatedly.
Greed and incompetence?
Incompetence, greed, and detachment from reality. Like, you remember what the zombies were like when they were actually operating during the war.
Yep.
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Honestly, their best chance of maintaining Xeon's victory was probably in the hands of Dozal and Garma. Which, depending on at what point Shard dies, they're not around. At what point Amuro croaks, Dozal's definitely not around. And then when I brought up it's basically just going to feed back into the same cycle of incompetence and war that Gundam has always lived in. Someone just popped out of the ether to scream at me how I say just absolutely bloody wrong, and that Xeon's victory will lead to a new type paradise.
Oh, great. Someone drinking the Kool-Aid.
They got repeatedly laughed at. At which point, I'm convinced they didn't mean a thing they said. They were just getting attention.
Hello, Gretel. Don't touch that.
video going. That's the video going. Yeah. A new type paradise. They're going on about how under Xeon, humanity will be forced to abandon the Earth, go to space, and become new types faster. That was not what Xeon wanted in the 1-year war. That's what Shard's Neo-Xeon wanted.
Pathetic to the end, I see.
Aim for that statue. It's the leader.
So yeah, you, the player, can understand what the shades are saying, but the characters can't. So Gretel is basically begging you not to kill the kids. Because they're the ones who saved them.
Oh, you're funny.
Hey, Trolley.
Ah, Trolley. Also, we can hear the shade possessing Kyrie. Not Kyrie. Kinda.
Trolley asked how you doing, Bear.
I'm doing good. I'm just glad to be back to regular scheduled streaming schedule.
So one last thing on the note of Gundam, and this is a fun fact for you.
Have you felt?
Oh, you're not doing so well? What's wrong, man? That sucks, man.
This is one stubborn son of a bitch.
I feel for you.
Damn it! Damn it!
Hey there, sunshine. You ain't feeling
I
bad.
have diabetic family members.
Ain't no turning back now.
So do I.
You gotta lust for blood. Embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Oh boy. That sucks, man. Oh!
Oh! Well, that hurt.
No, you're kidding me.
Ha!
Kaine!
And Gretel's just like, come on, move! Move, you stupid arm! I feel bad for Gretel. Because all they're trying to do is like protect the kids that saved her. That pretty much saved them from being alone.
On a lighter, if still kind of dark note, I have a fun fact for you about the Gundam the Origin manga.
Mm-hmm.
Volume 4, Jaburo. We actually get to see the Battle of Jaburo happen.
Kaine, are you alright?
And during this time, we get to see
I fear there is little
three
we can do for
at least two interesting things happen.
No!
First off,
Kaine!
this is the point of the manga where the gym gets rolled out.
Interesting. Also, I don't remember this happening in Route A.
What is happening?
It's all over
Second
for
thing
you,
of note,
sunshine.
which will lead into
Kaine!
point 2.
Kaine!
During the Battle of Jaburo, the Gundam is undergoing maintenance and cannot be used. Which leads to my second point of interest. Amuro jumps into a gym to fight. And it is through his perspective we see how much lower the performance of the gym is compared to the Gundam.
There's no other
Which then leads me to a surprise point 3 for just how good of a pilot Amuro has become at this stage of the war. He's keeping up with Sharker's Red Zagok.
Yes.
He's keeping up with Charles Zagok in a gym, which he admits is
Oh,
too
dear.
slow for his reflexes. he feels like he's wading through mud in order to move anything.
Kaine!
Kaine! I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always
Even
going to
Char
be
is
together,
confused.
Kaine.
These
If you transform
movements
again, we'll just
seem
stop
familiar,
it again.
but they're
as
too
many
slow.
times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine.
Okay,
I'm
so
able to
I think
ignore my appearance and
this
keep
did
going
happen in
because of
Route A.
you. I'm weak and I'm sad and I'm lonely.
Because
But
I
you
remember
make me strong.
Emil.
You're my friend, and I need
remember
you.
Emil giving this
So
little,
don't you
little
dare
speech.
leave me.
All right. And I'm all right.
Over there.
And since we have seen that Gundam the Origin is willing to divert from the main canon of Mobile Suit Gundam's original anime for some things, like, again, aforementioned Amuro piloting a gym.
And what is the...
It's me.
I do find it interesting how they do kind of put just as much focus on Sayla as they do on Amuro for a few of these chapters.
Thank you.
It's a cipher of some kind.
Because Char's story, while important, it's also Sayla's story when you really think about it.
Like, the story of Mobile Suit Gundam, if you boil it down to the characters with the most impact, is the story of 3 people. Amuro, Char, and Sayla.
Considering... What about Lala, considering... You know, the impact that her death had?
To be fair, I don't have the volume that even brings her up yet. At least I don't think she's been mentioned yet as a volume 4.
Oh, you were talking about the Origin, my bad. I thought you just meant as a whole.
As a whole,
Can you
there's a
determine
lot
its
more
meaning?
people involved than just the 3 of them. As of the points I'm at with the
I think
Origin,
this is
the
the
4
key to
volumes I have,
unlocking this-
it's just
Here.
3.
Take a look at this.
Got it.
I wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment is
Also,
called
I
the
tend to
Stone Guard,
forget
given
Lala
that you found
because
it in the
I
lost
also tend to
shrine.
forget she has a
The words
personality.
must mean something. There are spaces here for 4
I
hours
have,
of sacrifice.
I have effectively been consumed
The
by
law
the
of
meme that
robotics.
goes, "She exists to die."
What is my purpose? Your purpose is to die, like, halfway through
What
the
is
show.
my purpose? Like, what is my purpose? Your purpose is to die and traumatize 2 characters and traumatize the main characters for life.
Oh my god. Thank you, Rick and Morty.
One of the few things I can
The
thank them
memory
for.
tree. The law of robotics probably, and the memory tree might be the. But as for sacrifice and loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Not a problem.
Hmm?
If we want to fill in the words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find.
Something else I'm gonna compliment the
They're just
Gundam the Origin
cheats.
stuff on is
Besides,
It's a
the
danger.
Gundam
Yeah,
doesn't
Yuna's
just stay
even-
the
But
same
how can
throughout
you-
the story.
the junk heap and the forest of myth, yeah?
Please be careful.
I mean, granted, it
Oh,
does.
and
It
listen.
technically doesn't do that in the original anime
Villagers
either.
know how much they've
But the
sacrificed,
changes it
and
goes
they're
through
thankful.
as technology
I'll
evolves throughout
hurry
the
them
war
along the
are
best
more
way.
visible. Like, you know how there's 2 canonical configurations for the Gundam, for the RX-7802 Gundam model kit for the Origin line?
Mm-hmm.
That is actually a thing in the manga. That is the early type and mid type. I personally have a custom configuration on mine, but the Gundam goes through multiple equipment types over the course of the war, with different weapons coming and going.
Make a note right quickly. Bear.
Yes?
You can send me the thing whenever.
Oh. Alright, let me do that now.
I just had to get done assessing stuff.
That's all right. I'm gonna be right back anyway. I want to grab something to drink.
Actually, grab my dang.
I've been trying. I've been looking. Okay.
And on Amazon.
Okay. I'm trying to look for something on here. Interesting. Alright. Sorry for that pause. Thought the other one would be put in the boss room, but I guess not. Let's go.
Popola said we might be able.
Perhaps we can find a clue at Two Brothers.
First, I'm going to save.
It should be there hopefully tomorrow.
Holy shit, thank you.
If not tomorrow, then within at least this week.
Should probably let my family know so they don't freak out. Alright, I'll be right back.
So, brief intermission, folks. So, listen, I may have gone a little overboard. Look, I didn't add anything else.
What did you do?
You know how I asked about David's birthday? I have an idea of what to get her. Also, don't you hate ad breaks?
DMs?
A bit after Bear comes back. Because I just don't want to leave in the middle of doing that. No, let me fucking change my shit back. This one, not default. Crunch.
I come back to a commercial for Final Fantasy Rebirth.
You come
Freaking
back
ad
to
breaks.
our regularly scheduled intermission, I guess.
Apparently, while I was gone, I got hit with the 5 ad break.
Oh no. Listen. I'm on a Beyonce ad right now.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, when I just got back here, the ads that were playing, which evidently I got a 5 ad break while I was gone, one of the ads playing was for the new Final Fantasy Rebirth thing.
Yeah, I need to get that, and we need to play FF7 Remake here on the stream. Maybe after NieR.
Maybe after.
Replicant, that is, because I'm not going to jump straight into Automata or Automata or whatever. Jumping straight into that game after finishing this, fuck that.
Oh
I will. It would be nice to have a webcam again.
So, here's a couple of examples of the changing armament pins and gear for the original Gundam. In Gundam The Origin, if you've seen reviews of the RX-7802 Origin Gundam, you might have noticed it comes with two separate beam rifles. The Master Grade does too. That's actually correct. The beam rifle that looks like the original called 1979 beam rifle is actually the upgraded version of the other one. The other one, the blockier one, is the prototype beam rifle. Or early type beam rifle, depending on your source. The early type loadout for the RX-7802, and yes, I have to specify 02 because that's what separates this thing from the Grandpa Gundam we all know and love.
She does that.
So, we have the loadout we typically associate with the beam rifle, albeit a different model, head Vulcans, beam sabers, but there's a few extra little things, like a multi-launcher on the left side of the chest, a Gatling gun on the right side, and a machine gun on the left arm.
Oh?
Not like the Alex's machine guns. It's a smaller, weaker variety, but it is a machine gun nonetheless.
You had my interest, and then you didn't.
I mean, for all we know, the Alex in this universe was inspired by that weapon.
Get him! Don't let him escape!
If anything, the Alex's Gatling gun is in the Gundam's chest now.
Oh, right. A mother and her child. As shades.
Another early type loadout code happens to replace one of the beam sabers with a low recoil cannon.
Depression.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Volume 2 is where we get the Bright Slap.
Yeah!
And I love what happens after her Bright slaps Amuro twice.
Wait, twice?
First off, yes, twice, because Amuro, after the first slap, attempts to sass back and gets slapped again.
Damn.
One of the first things Bright tells Amuro to his face was, if I could operate the Gundam, why would I ever be asking someone like you to do it?
Fuck.
It is now time for my annual disappearance.
Amuro attempts to say, and me, I'm not gonna do it just because I can. And that's when the first Bright Slap happens.
Bye, Web.
Boy.
See you, Web.
I'll still be looking at stream.
I'll be going, unfortunately.
Who are you?
You hit me, Bright. Yeah, I hit you.
Military Defense
So
Robot.
what? It must be great to be you. All you need to do is bitch and moan. You really think I'm that cheap? Second slap.
What is crying?
You hit me twice! No one's ever hit me! Not even my father! There's your problem. There's your problem. Nobody ever grew up without taking some blows.
874 years, 10 months, 14 days.
Wow,
4
P33's
hours,
creator's been
and
dead
43
for
minutes.
874 years.
I am incapable of being lonely.
I'm
Or missing
incapable of
others.
being lonely or missing
Or
others
crying.
or crying. P3, can we switch? P33.
Best part is, Bright doesn't just leave physical damage. The last hit was an emotional punch.
Oof.
Amuro, after that head spiel from Bright, screams that now he's never gonna do it. No way in hell. No one's making me get in that Gundam ever again. Bright says, sure, suit yourself.
Will they kill you?
Amuro, as you are, you're just a worm. I thought that with so much talent, one day you might even surpass Char. So much for that. He proceeds to walk out of the room.
Fuck.
Military defense robot. P-33 is charged with defending others. P-33 will defend Khalil.
Like I said, he topped off 2 slaps with emotional damage!
Emotional damage!
Man, there's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh, wow.
And while
Check this
I'm
out.
going to say
It looks
everybody
brand
on
new.
White Base is at least a little
Hey, be
guilty
careful,
at this
all
point
right?
because
This place is dangerous.
everybody's exhausted and nobody's taking the time
I'll
to
be
be patient with
fine.
each other.
Oh no!
Oh right, I forgot. This is when the older brother died, saving
Look out! Huh?
Gabriel, I think his name was?
Huh?
And of course, the kid Gabe thinks that it was the robot's fault.
This can't be happening! Jacob! Jacob!
Like the robot stomped its foot and everything came crashing. Oh my god! I forgot that his arm came off.
The final blow to Amuro that finally coaxes him back into the Gundam is Frau Bo basically telling him that she's losing all respect for him because he refuses to take pride in what he does.
So this scene here,
Keeping the White Base safe.
So this scene here, the kid thinks that P-33 was the one that did it, when in actuality, it was the kid himself when he jumped onto that pipe and rolled it away.
The noise of the intruders caused the structure to fail. They should have. One intruder has perished.
Like, I do appreciate this much. Upon Frau Bo, someone that Amuro actually cares about on this ship, telling him, dude, you fucked up.
Perhaps we should speak to
Like,
the brothers.
he realizes,
They might know
well,
something about
yes,
this.
I am a man. Might as well act like one. Proceeds to grow a pair and get back in the Gundam.
What I find funny is that line can be interpreted in so many different ways now.
It's also paraphrased because for whatever reason he says, guess I'm a guy in the actual manga itself. I'm not sure if that's a translation thing or what. But you were saying?
No, just like the whole thing with like I guess I'm a man. Whatever. Like it can be. Like I know what to do. It can be.
I might as well act like it.
I might as well act like it. It can be taken in so many different ways. Like either A, he gets into Gundam, or B, he, like most modern men these days, throws a shit fit because someone said he was wrong.
And thankfully, Amuro took the high road and got into Gundam.
Oh, hey there. It's been a
Gideon was the kid's name, not Gabe.
You're the little
I'm thinking
one,
of.
aren't you? You've grown up.
Which leads us to Loadout 2.
I'm thinking of Ghost Rider, actually. Why was I thinking of Gabe from Robbie Reyes' Ghost Rider?
How fares your brother?
Yeah. Which leads us to
My
the
brother's
Loadout
been
2
dead for
version of the RX-7802.
It's okay.
This is
I need to
the
ask you something.
aforementioned
What is it?
low
You
recoil
heard any
cannon
rumors about
loadout.
shades are not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's
They
unusually
replaced the
big
entire
and powerful.
backpack for one
no,
that
I
has a
haven't heard about
cannon.
anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy robots. Just rip them.
The technicians,
Never mind
what
that.
Amuro gets there, were like, "What took you so long? We thought you weren't
Wait.
coming."
Yes.
I recently got my hands on a weapon. I thought you might get some.
Amuro doesn't answer that, but it said,
Don't we already have this weapon?
"Hey, Omer, wasn't there a shoulder cannon among the armaments for the RX-78? Did you equip it?"
Sword has seen.
What?
Yeah.
Now?
It's pretty beat up.
I think material
I mean,
ammo will
there's
be more
potential,
effective in a surface
but
battle.
it's fairly powerless.
Can you repair it?
I can
And
repair anything.
that actually
If you'll fix it,
blows the
I'll
minds
get
of the
parts.
technicians for a moment.
I'm gonna need some memory out. Only the real big enemies on the second basement level. Also, here's the
They end up
passcode to
calling
get.
Bright. Amuro's there? Aha! What? Re-equip! I see. Do as he says, but hurry. Bright's looking a bit irritated, like, yeah, having a re-equip is gonna eat up some valuable time. And Mirai just looks more amused than anything. The interesting thing with the
shame about the
backpack is
older
that,
lad
unlike
was but a
on the
child.
model kits where you just
Sounds
swap
like you went
out
to a
one of the beam
dangerous area
saver
for the sake of the
spots for the
business.
cannon, they do indeed replace the entire backpack. It looks a lot closer to what you'd see on the eventual gyms than the Gundam.
Ah.
A large seagoing vessel that carries freight and passenger. You have taught me much, colleague. You
Extra
have
thrusters
helped
and
to
all.
expand. You have instructed me in the way.
By the way, for being supposedly lower performance than the Gundam, one could argue actually higher mobility because of those extra thrusters.
I forgot that in the loading screen, Yona can just fall flat on her face.
The backpack is described by Amuro as increasing the vernier thruster output of the whole backpack by 150%.
That's some pretty impressive.
Whatever the
I'll
heck
start
that means.
upgrading your weapon. And since you did me a favor,
I just take it to mean it go fast.
well, actually, this is gonna take a little. No sense in you waiting around.
That would be great.
No sense in you waiting around.
That would.
What can I help you with?
It should be noted that in the battle
Come
up to
back
this
soon.
point, the gun tank was actually doing
No
better than
sense
the
in-
gun
that would-
cannon.
By the, what can I help you with? Come back.
Huh.
No sense in you.
Lending
that would be-
further
by
credence to Amuro's
what can I help you
suggesting
with?
that physical ammunition would actually be better used here. Loadout 2 consists of the aforementioned low recoil cannon backpack and swapping out the beam rifle for the old golden hyper bazooka. I don't know why, I just love that dang thing too much. Despite the fact that I can't use it for squat in the Gundam Battle Operation 2 game. Hell, here's how much Amuro's even considering keeping everybody safe. He says he only needs the deck hatch open at 45 degrees. Any more risks the ship, so he's got the Gundam crouched on the little launching platform. Like, that is one thing I'll definitely give this take on Amuro here. I say take, but it's honestly not all that much different from the original anime. You do see how smart he is when he actually puts his effort into it.
It appears we have some free...
I genuinely forgot for a moment that the origin version of the Gundam had thrusters in its legs, too.
I'm gonna go parts hunting for a little bit in the mine before I go to the Forest of Myth.
So, here's something I genuinely forgot about this machine. In terms of thrusters, it's got whatever's on the backpack and the ones in the feet, but apparently it's also got some in like the calves, I think they're called? Back of the leg? Under the knee?
Under the knee? Yeah, I believe those are the calves.
Yeah. Like, credit to the art direction, like to the artists for the mobile suits here. You see all those thrusters and even the vent in the chest going off as Amuro is leaping from the ship and landing on the ground in front. Like, nice. It is legitimately really well detailed. And also, to further spite Red, proper use of Vulcans. You see Amuro shooting down the jet fighters attacking the white base with them. I will continue to argue forever and ever that head Vulcans have their uses. They are not just there to be useless. It's just that when you're fighting mobile suits, you can't really use the Vulcans too much because that's not what they're intended for.
They're intended for smaller targets.
Like, people think, oh, when you're fighting in a mobile suit, you should be expecting to fight other mobile suits. And while there is a degree of truth to that, that is not all there is to it. When you're fighting in a mobile suit, you could have a variety of targets. Other mobile suits, tanks, jet heads, other fighter aircraft. These Vulcans, like the Vulcan guns, are meant for intercepting fighter aircraft and missiles. Maybe lightly armored vehicles. That's what they're meant for. If you were to really use head Vulcans on a mobile suit, you would better be aiming for the cameras.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That is like a small target on a moving mobile suit, which is why people generally don't try that. It's a difficult shot. Also, I got to see Amuro smack somebody with the bazooka while it's still at all the ground, and that's awesome. He used it like a melee weapon. He didn't throw it, but he still smacked someone with it. He's been doing that since the beginning.
Oh, that's great.
I'm beginning to think those vents on the fronts aren't necessarily vents because in this battle they're consistently depicted like auxiliary thrusters.
Okay.
Even though that's not what they're supposed to be. Even better, the Gundams work at such high performance, it repeatedly needs to cool in bursts. Oh. And to their credit, when Whiteface gets a glimpse of what Amuro's doing and how he's doing in battle, there's actually some genuine, like, there's some compliments being tossed around. They're complimenting how he's fighting, and there's genuine gratitude for the fact that he's keeping them safe. If only they could express it to his face, that might have helped ease this from ever happening.
It's the Shinji situation.
Look, if you just throw the guy a thank you every once in a while, he might be inclined to keep going. This I remember from the original full anime back when I first saw the English dub. Like, this was something that was actually consistent there. Sayla seems to be the only one who actually cared about, you know, giving Amuro a rest and actually thanking him every now and again. Something even Fraubo didn't seem to immediately think of because I guess she thought it was implied by the fact that they were still alive.
You know what they say about assuming it makes an ass of both you and me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Kai not telling anybody thank you for saving his life, I can believe that. Kai's well, a lot of things, but polite's not one of them.
He doesn't need a bigger ego.
If I honestly had to compare Kai to anybody in Transformers, just off the top of my head, I'd compare him to Rat Trap.
Oh.
In terms of his attitude. Only difference is, Rat Trap's not that big a coward. So, fun fact, depending on the configuration of the Gundam, it might look like the shield's being held upside down. Oh? Yeah, apparently the shield itself has been redesigned when they do the miscellaneous upgrades. Because the handle is like literally right underneath the slot for the eyes to look through. So that you just curl your arm to block instead of having to hold the shield out.
Okay. to the Forest of Myth. I'm gonna double back and head for Southern Plains.
Also, you get to see the little bit of preemptive sabotage Shar pulls before the eventual death of Garma.
Oh.
In this initial encounter, Shar advises Garma to retreat, who then snaps back at him, saying that he can handle this, and Shar just kind of muses. He just hates being told what to do. But it shouldn't matter too much. Someone of his stature would never just throw away his life. And as he says that, you can see him pulling a wire out of something. It later turns out to be the comm system that has the Gundam manages to slice off one of Garma's vehicle's wings, and as he's basically crashing somewhere, he can't contact his main ship there, the god that he was deployed from. In the aftermath, as the White Base is taking stock of what's happened and what they have left, Bright makes it abundantly clear he's not going to lie to people. We've taken a beating. We'd be making for a dock right now if we had one to go to. Engine output is less than 30%. We can't go very fast or very high. Plus, we've lost Kim's tank and Ryu's in bad shape. They expect us to make it to Jaburo in this state. Unfortunately, the whiny little bitch switch at Amuro seems to have been flipped to all the way to the other side instead of, somewhere in the relative middle. Because he walks out of the Gundam and he's heading back to his room, and he's completely ignoring everybody around him. Like, Kai legit gives him a compliment, and he just walks right past him. Hey, Amuro, you were pretty badass out there. Not a word. Amuro just passes him and Hayato. What, he's full of himself now? Amuro also ignores the three little kids, the war orphans that every Gundam ship seems to have.
Yeah, that it's weird how often that was a thing.
At least for the early UC.
Even for some non-UC. Because Gundam Age, part 1 of Gundam Age had war orphans.
Yeah. What's scary is the fact that in original Gundam, these kids stick around on the White Base even after they have the opportunity to leave. When all the other civilians that weren't planning to actively join the military, when all the other civvies are gone, these kids stay.
Do they know they're on a warship?
Evidently they do, because they are aware of the Gundams, they're aware of the other mobile suits, they've seen the battles happening firsthand, they've chosen to stay. I'm not sure if they're brave or just not entirely comprehending the depth of what's happening. Then again, with what Kots would later become in Zeta Gundam, this feels oddly in line with him.
Do I want to know?
Kots would eventually come back in Zeta Gundam and attempt to help the AU get Karma and whatnot. Camille, have you seen where Kots went? Yeah, he's fine. He's over there.
Oh no!
He survived that.
How?
Evidently, he was just far enough that the explosion just pushed him away. No, he doesn't broke until closer to the final battle.
Oh shit.
And while he was slightly blinded by a crust at the time, at least he was nowhere near as bad as Hathaway Team Killer Noah was. Yeah, you can try to redeem Hathaway with Hathaway's flash all you want.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna remember when he did a sharp counterattack.
But to experience again.
Though I will still admit that he doesn't deserve what he got at the end of Hathaway's flash.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was publicly executed, wasn't he?
By his own father, unknowingly.
Yeah, that, like...
Imagine what would have went differently if Bright had known this was his son.
No wonder Bright was ready to help Banage or Lynx with Laplace's box. He was getting sick. He was getting sick of the government.
Honestly, he'd been getting sick of them since Zeta. If not before that. Because remember, he actively joined the AU.
Oh,
yeah. Not only because he was getting disrespect from the Earth Federation officers, but because he got beaten up by 3 Titans with no repercussions.
Well, I have been feeling a rather strange...
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that... Did you investigate the cause of... and why...
He hated the way things were run. He hated
really
the Titans for how disrespectful and just frankly return of Zeon they felt.
We are the grass. Why do we seem to encounter
Also,
nothing but odd
I can only
people?
imagine how exhausted someone has to be,
Hang on.
physically and or mentally, to
Does that mean
go
it'll
back
tell
to
us what
his
we...
bunk, going back to the origin thing here. Amuro went back to his room and passed out on his bed, still in his pilot suit.
Shit.
This is also a thing from the original show. He did that too. Also, Char clearly made sure his work with his, not able to be linked to him, because the cable he unplugged was only mostly unplugged. Garma screaming at them, failing to notice that it had come virtually unplugged goes beyond shoddy maintenance. So, and upon finishing up with those guys, he turns to Char and demands, "You were aware of my stay via the monitor, so tell me, why didn't you promptly turn the GAW around to pick me up?" Char answers, "I was afraid that doing so would wound your pride." What? "I didn't doubt you'd be able to make it back, given your piloting skills, and I had no wish to mar your crisp military record by offering trivial relief." See, this is why I say I like my villains and antagonists to be clever. Like, Shard knew how to manipulate people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I apologize for taking up so much time from the NieR stream with this.
It's fine. I mean,
better I realize it late than never.
Most of this is just stuff we've already been through, so.
Volume 2 is also where we had that bit of Amuro meeting up with his mother and that conflict. Makes me wonder if Amuro ever got back in touch with her after the war. Tried to reconcile. Also, Sayla is scary when she's on the machine gun turret of a military vehicle.
You let it slip? Come on, we have to go back.
One thing I will give these books one thing I will say I'm not sure how else to say it. I like this. Like, I'm just trying to look for a more, I guess, eloquent way of saying it. I like this little feature. There are points where the black and white manga actually goes back into color. And it's got this kind of painted in watercolors thing going. They consistently do this when it's at sunset in the scenes, too. Either that or when something's on fire, because they love to use their reds and oranges. Oh god! Something at night! Blues! I forgot those existed!
Yeah.
But yeah, when it actually shifts the color, it really catches the eye. There is one particular spot of every volume that they consistently use color for, no matter what's going on. And that is the very end of the book. In the case of Volume 2, it's the moment Garma gets shot down.
Oh.
And the reactions that follow in the wake of his death. On the dark side of the moon, the leading colony of the Principality of Zeon, Side 3. When Dagwin Sotozabi, who reigns there, learned that his youngest son had perished in battle, he let drop his scepter, it is told. Probably the first instance of humanity we'd seen out of Zeon's leadership proper. I say leadership proper because I'm not sure where to classify Garma himself.
What in the... I never realized shades were...
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill him without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about
And
being
Doza wouldn't
buried
get fleshed out for a
unless,
while
of
yet.
course, time itself.
Let's see if the junk...
Alright, well, we're almost at 2 hours. Figured I'll
Yeah, sorry, go.
Figure I'll just end it here for now. So thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
And overly chatty Megumon.
Taro and Webb were here. And we will be back tomorrow with My Friendly Neighborhood.
Where I will be more focused on the game than on my mangas. I'm sorry, people.
What is it about NieR that makes you so chatty?
The fact that I feel I have to compensate for the depression?
I mean, fair, but like, twice now, we've gone to the Tree of Memory.
Don't know.
We've gone to the Tree of Memory, and you speak over both the words and myself as I am trying to read what is happening.
I'm sorry, man. I honestly don't know.
No, at this point, I'm amazed that it's happened twice.
If I had a nickel for every time this has happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yes!
It really is. Maybe I should pay more attention to the stream itself. If I had been watching the screen a little more closely, I'd have probably realized that was happening and went quiet.
What's past is
Again,
past.
at least I acknowledge better late than never that I was talking too much.
Yeah.
I apologize again, people. I'm really sorry.
Alright, so tomorrow we will be back with My Friendly Neighborhood. So, and I will hopefully have a webcam! So, look forward to that!
The saga of the Invisible Bear comes to an end.
Yes! So thank you all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.